Hello everyone, this is Spirelli and we're back to the Silent Age. And as you can see, we just smoked out the hornet nest so that we can get into the hospital. Because we want to meet the old man. Chapter 5, the corpse. Oh, I was just about to say we want to meet the old man who gave us a time travel device and talk to him, but we're not looking for corpse. Yeah, there's no power. An ambulance. I probably have to switch time. Just want to look at it for a second. Guess I can sit there making engine noises with my mouth. I imagine I'm getting somewhere real fast. He's really like. Okay. Looks like someone is changing the tire. If I can just find some tools to finish the job, this ambulance could prove really useful. Nice. The garage door is open now.
Ouch!
No, they're still juicing this battery. Okay, but what I need is tools. But I assume I'll find them somewhere else. Sorry. I won't get fined for it. Getting here was hard enough, and that was barely a block and a half. It's locked. Well, he obviously needs to get some training going. Like, I mean, he can jog well enough. The tools we need, tire iron, yes. See, I know everything about cars, so I immediately saw that this is what we had to take. They unlocked. Oh. I wonder what happens if you run into people though. E, another E, another E, it's an E. They should really mix up the letters. It's way too easy to cheat on these tests. I mean, that's a W and this is an M, so, and it's a 3. It's today's date. Because we're in today. Looks like an upside down tree of some kind. Sometimes I wonder if that's how doctors actually see people. I assume as much. These are patient files, and of course the cabinet is locked. Drawers are stuck, but I can't imagine what I'd need in there. Maybe there's the key for the lockers? But sure, if you already know that that's not in there, then I'm sure you don't have an issue. Okay, let's just repair this. Won't do much without a tire to attach. Well, here is your tire. To do everything for you. There, fixed it. So now, well, it's still broken down, so I can only use it in the present day to drive away with it. Okay, so let's get back to Office A and see what it's like today. Well, today, I mean in the future. It's just a regular lamp. What is up with all those notes? It's full of medical mumbo jumbo and words like hepatology, growth rate, pandemic, and a note that says, I took your stapler, now we're even, asshole, Dr. Phelps. Well, talking about pandemics. Looks like the 4K under the weight of the desk. And we're gonna jump that? Wait, scissors.
Ow!
These are remarkably sharp. Oh, don't touch them with your... Like, you can pick them up. Nothing but a pile of bones and strip of clothes. I wonder whether that's him. Now, press the time travel device. Yes, but he is dead. Reginald Lambert, no trust. They probably don't put stuff like this on text because I wouldn't know. He's dead. It was a long shot, but I kinda hoped he'd somehow survive. There's only one way to get answers now, I guess. I need to find out where he lives. Well, lived. These shelves are full of jars with weird things in them. I don't even wanna know. Look how his hand looks like a claw on here, kinda. Wait, but this is open now? No, I can't interact with it. I don't know what for, but this is... these are cables and I have a battery.
Wow.
Amazing, it actually works. I really didn't think it would. There's a key. Wait, it's a key, a little small to be a door key. Maybe it's for a padlock or a lock of some kind. It's so freaky. 1 minute he's alive, the next he's a pile of bones. I don't think I should talk to the doctor just because I shouldn't necessarily be here. It's a car key. Wonderful, it's the one for the ambulance. Let me just run off, Mr. Doctor, sir. And now I believe I have the keys and I have his name, which I don't think I had before. These are patient files, alright. Too bad the other file numbers are not names. Need the right number to find his files. Is that any of that? Do I need to talk to the doctor? What do I use the scissors for? Hey mister, I can turn you into a pile of bones, so... Seems like focus on whatever he's doing. Yeah, I better not disturb him. Okay. Don't know how to read any of it. It's all written in Doctor's handwriting. Fair enough, but wasn't there like a number on his tag? No trust. Wow, that's all it says. There's nothing in here. Just a wall room. Don't know why we're looking at it. So I need the scissors somewhere. I do believe that up here I only have the ambulance. Still have no idea where to go. I'll need to find out where the time traveler lives. Valid, but for that I need a number. And a number. What could I use scissors for? There's nothing in here. Let's jump down again. Because using stairs is for weaklings. I jump. It's a spotlight. Yeah, that's what the description already said. Is this his? It's inside of some guy obviously, but I have no idea what any of this stuff is. Must have like really bad balloon animals. I don't know, I'm sorry. Murder is something I just do know. It may be the end of the world and all, but no, just no. Well, I have scissors, and I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. If I have scissors and I don't know what to do, I start murdering people. Wouldn't you? Be honest. It's cleared up. It will get dark in a few hours, though. I better get going. Well, I would love to, but all I can go to is these rooms. And all I have is scissors.
No.
These scissors are way too big to be used for lockpicking.
Hang on.
It's today, so this was the day everything stopped? Literally today? I was alive on like the last day of Earth. I need the right number to find him. Where could I get the number? I mean, it must be somewhere with him, right? It's not on the doctor. So let's investigate the skull. Nothing but a pile of bones and strips of clothes. Let's investigate it now. Instead, it was a long shot. Okay. How about... Unless he spelled out his driver's license, there's nothing... I'll find his way to go a little bit closer to identifying him. Or maybe he spelled out his driver's license, you don't know that. That's what you do? Because you can't remember a 5-digit code? Are you kidding me? I ran around the whole building like 15 times because you can't remember a 5-digit code. Wow, dude. Thoroughly disappointed.
Nice.
Jackpot. Lemon's medical flight has an address on it. 1 Insular Grove Lake, Christian. That's pretty far out of town. I'll need a ride. Well, lucky I preferred the ride before I got anything else. $49,102. That's... I won't complain. Come on, let's go. I won't complain, she says, after complaining thoroughly.
Here, out on the road, everything seems so normal. Same moon, same night sky. After an hour of driving, it's easy to forget all about that dead world back there. How could Lambert have survived, though? If he came from the future, how did he not die along with everybody else? I just saw his body in the morgue. Now I'm driving out to talk to him alive. How does that work? Do you just leave a copy of yourself every time you use the box? Is that it? Are there copies of me all over the place now? What if he's not there? What if I changed something and he's not alive at all? Maybe all of this has been completely pointless. Maybe there's nothing I can do after all. Maybe these will be my last days, along with everybody else's.
Everybody else's.
The thought ties my stomach in knots. No, I better just not think about it and carry on. Did I bring enough gas? God, I hope I brought enough gas.
How did they research so much if it ended on the day? How is there a pandemic but nobody knew about it? But he didn't know about it. Chapter 6, the island. The box and label are pretty faded from the sun, so I can't make out who it's to or from. It's been sitting here for a pretty long time. Guess nobody will take care of if I peek inside. It's a trophy for outstanding excellence in the field of experimental physics. I want a drink out of it, but the last few hours taught me anything is that I'll probably find some use for it. Sorry, I was a bit disfocused because I was looking at my time travel device which isn't working because it works via sunlight. And it's night right now. Our Lambert, this is definitely the right place. So let's take a boat. It's completely flooded. This boat is not going anywhere but down. And I have a trophy. All trained and no holes in the bottom either. I guess it was all just rainwater. No oars. I need to get the motor from. Well, the only thing I have around here is my motor.
Nice.
It's I'm actually not sure what it is. Wait, there's a user's description on the site. Church juice, oh great, it's an enema pump. Huh. Oh. Wow, this is, this thing's got some wicked suction. It's full of gas in there. Nice. Why is there an enema pump in an ambulance stove? Is that a normal thing to have there? That should do it.
When
Nice.
I was a little lad, and so my mother told me, way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe.
Where does this guy live? Is he kidding me? He's just like, come find me. There's alligators. Right, I get it. Lambert likes his privacy, but these crocodile signs are really laying it on a big thing. The spikes are unusually pointy, almost as if somebody had them sharpened on purpose. So I'm gonna use this really well. Man, that check really did the trick. Should be able to squeeze through now. Oh, sorry. I hope he'll out. Give me that. Amateur takes his gardening seriously. There are some quality shears. Empty. Oh! Look at that! It actually is a crocodile. What? Time out! How? Okay. While that would make for the manliest I could have in history, there's gonna be no one left to carve it in on my headstone. I can cut flowers if that helps. Oh, I can't. Holland fence. Gardeners pot. There's nothing to trim. You don't want to trim this. What about the wall? Oh! I see now. I can I not? I can cut the fence. Well, she has a history, but at least I managed to make a decent knee-sized hole. Well, bye-bye, crocodile. So I get the feeling that this dude's crazy because he has a crocodile in his front lawn. A camper. Is everything super urgent, by the way, and you cannot rest at all? Some kind of electronic thing. I don't really know what that is. But this is a key, so we have that. I wonder what it goes to. Looks like Lemmon's been cooking up some moonshine in here. Oh, nice. Lemon was like his witch. Looks like footprints for the still. So I guess we need to go back to that crocodile, because I don't want to. Sundown. Oh, there's a fishy. Very classy. There's a big bright fish down there. And we're gonna fry it. I'm really sorry, big guy. I assume that will keep the... Even though it's no longer moving, I still can't reach it. Yuck, somebody forgot to clean out the grill. There's a set of tongs though, that might be useful. Definitely is, that is exactly what we're looking for, mister. We will feed the crocodile and then we'll be able to go past him. And as Nemo has to die, I'm sorry Nemo. You've been through so much. And now you're going to be fed through a crocodile. There you go. Now shoot. It's locked. With the crocodile guarding my door, I'd probably keep it locked at all times. How does he get out of the house though? Well, I see a way how we get in. Nice. Figures. I finally come across something useful like a chainsaw. Of course there's no gas in it. Because why would there be? It would be too easy. Just firewood. So... Oh! What about... I don't know whether it works. But it's one of the interactable things is moonshine. So can I use the chainsaw with moonshine? Fill it up with alcohol from the still. I sure hope this works. Me too, dude, but these are the two only things I can interact with. And life for me is really, really simple with this. I got like 2 or 3 things and I just need to combine them however I see fit. Oh, you go at it instead. I hope that was fun, and also thanks for just leaving the chainsaw behind. Chapter 7, the house. More modern art. The triangle, but it's going in circles. It's a triangle made of cubes going in circles. Perfect. Not much here except a box of matches. We'll take them. These could come in handy, or there's only one left in the box. I'll be sure to put it to good use.
Boy.
This guy sure has style. Wow, it even made him like... It's a wine opener. Oh, look at this. There used to be a gun here. Nothing of any interest. But what is this? Not a curve in it, but it's going in circles. What about all the teal books? It's pretty dark in here, but I'm positive these are all the same book. Really thick ones too. I doubt Lambert will miss a few. I'm glad you already know we need those. That would really help light up the room. Well then let's get at it. His fault for having the same book over and over again. Looks like there used to be a rifle mounted here. More abstract art. I can barely make it out, but it looks like a lot like the other paintings in here. Time for some piano? I wish I knew how to play. I never had piano lessons growing up, but I did play a mean kazoo.
Nice.
Nice rock. Wait a minute, there's something under there. Trap door. Yes, I can see that. It worked. There's a ladder leading down to the basement of some kind. Because of course you open a trap door with the wine skewer after you chop down the door with a chainsaw. It is fueled with moonshine. There is one missing here of the bottles. There's a lot of wine for just one guy. There's a bottle missing from the shelf. Chateau, Mortar, Rothschild, First Grand Cru Class. Sorry, what? Can you repeat? The Chateau hurt. Okay, it's nothing important, just like names of the wine. I can't even pronounce the rest of these. Oh, because you could pronounce the first two? Well, good for you, I couldn't. The door's locked, but it doesn't feel too solid, so let's find something to happen. That's what I like doing. Hello. It's a tanning bulb. I guess even scientists want to look their best. These shelves are full of electronic parts. Is this a time machine? The blueprints for a time machine. I don't exactly have an engineering degree, but it says so on the drawings. Very sciencey. I think this thing needs more than just a light bulb. Never seen anything like this. It looks like a diving bell or a submarine. Man, I've been in this job for too long. I can't even walk by a trash can anymore without checking if it needs emptying. Or a light bulb without picking it up, because you never know when you need to change something. Wait, I have a light bulb now, but what does that help me? I can put a light bulb here. I don't know why I would. Also, I can't. But there's nothing where I need a light, but I didn't have it, right? Telling.
No.
This bulb is way too big to fit inside. Oh, I can't attack with this lamp. It's probably too high up. I can't attack with this lamp. Need to find the lamp where the tinning light bulb goes in, because I think then I can fuel. Light physics and many worlds cut onto a primer, but originally lumbered. Oh, he's not gonna be happy about this. I just stuck a whole bunch of this in the fire. But you could have read the title before you did that, but I think he's gonna be okay with it. What about this lamp? Holy smoke, that's right, and I made it. It's an axe in here, can't reach for it though. Some tough lines. Okay, this is the future. So obviously he was still alive. It looks like some kind of water collecting system. Yeah, I was gonna say before that. So he's planting stuff. Because everything looks different, you know. Usually when we change to the future, stuff is rotten away because it's the day we are in the past is the last day that humanity existed in that way. But for him, everything is different because he adapted to it. Vegetables. This must be how he survived for so long. A dry twig. I guess I've put stranger things to good use. Such a difference. He drank all the wine, and there's 2 doors here, but he reinforced them. It's locked, and didn't this used to be wood, and this wasn't here before. There's enough food here to survive for a month. Okay. Ah, there's a lot lighter than I thought it would be. Ah, wait, it's one of those extinguishers that need to be filled up with water first. So it's not heavy enough to... Man bangs an extinguisher, receives face full of shrapnel. Even if there was any papers left to write, no headline is worth all that. Oh, he's continued. Look at that. He's continued building it. He's completed it, maybe? Got the lid off. It's full of oil. Turning the fire extinguisher flammable. Brilliant. You've outdone yourself this century. In fact, you better start writing your Nobel Prize acceptance speech. This is some top-shelf thinking. I get it. I take it this is iron. It's a small dark room over here. Red bulb, photo equipment developer. Got everything.
Wow.
Man, this is really something. According to those blueprints, this is Lambert's first version of the time machine. It looks completely abandoned though. So there's definitely a door behind those wine bottles, and I wonder what I can do there. And I wonder what this twig is for. Definitely for something. Oh, this is the water collector. All filled up with water, so it should be heavier now. It's an empty barrel. Is a twig any good against this? Vines? I'm not sure what I'm going for here. Me neither, man. Me neither. Maybe not looking for me for answers. But I guess the fire extinguisher is now heavy enough that I could try bashing in the door again. I was thinking of putting it like, if it's flammable, then we can just burn those vines, you know, just to get to the X. No, okay, we need to get the X. So what do I extinguish here with this? The only thing that's on fire is a fire blazer. I kind of want that to be on fire. It's just starting to warm up in me. I'm not in a hurry to put these fires out just yet. I know. I can even burn some more. The fire isn't catching. Need somebody to make it a bit more flammable. Oh! I know where an oil barrel is. Let me just hop to oil barrel. Twig's all oily now. Let me get rid of the door. It's cool how there's basically two worlds and you shift between them. Oh, and this is how I'll burn the vines. Okay, whatever I had in mind with this, I better get to it quick. Yes, sir. See, I'm running. That worked a little bit better than I thought. Okay. So now it's time to get out. I think I'm done with playing with fire for today. It was stuck there pretty good, but I got it. Well, you are a strong man. Just want to say that. Just like, I think it's worth mentioning that you, Mister, are strong. Okay, are we ready to see what's behind the door? And here is his bed. And it kind of looks very similar in current times. There are a couple of notebooks in here. March 11, 1971. I prepared a logbook to document my process. It's just in case something happens to me and someone else needs to continue my work. It's been just under a month since I left Archon. From what little I've heard, they seem to be pushing ahead with more time travel trials despite all the setbacks. Fools, every last one. Somebody's taking good care of this fish. Lambert has to be around here. Yeah, I think aquariums are like a lot of work. A lava lamp! It's a lava man, and I love these. Apparently enough to take it with us. A couple of small trees. Let's look at what we have here. It's an electric socket.
Whoa.
Trippy. Oh, there's a bottle here. That's weird. I don't think this bottle is made of glass. Even the cork seems fine on. This is the bottle that opens the other door that I put into the shelf. Here. There was very like... There you go. Secret passage behind the shelves.
Stop right there.
He's young.
Whoa, wait. Mr. Lambert, sir, it's me, Joe.
I don't know you. What are you doing in my house?
You sent me here, remember?
Well,
I've done no such thing. For an intruder, you're not very bright, you know that? For all the commotion you caused getting in here, you might as well have brought a bulldozer. Now, you have exactly 5 seconds to explain what you're doing here. Or so help me God, I'm pulling this trigger and sending you on your way. 5.
I was sent here.
4.
By you.
3.
You told me to find you, to warn you about the end of the world.
2.
You were old, with white hair, and you got shot. Oh, God, please don't shoot me, Mr. Lambert. This, you gave me this. It's an chrono. It's a time machine.
I gave you that?
Yes!
I've never seen anything like it. But on the back, that's my family signet. I made this? It's simply magnificent. I gave this to you? Why? Who are you?
Name's Joe, sir. I'm just a janitor at the Archon building. I found you in a room with a big, round door in the basement labs this morning, and you were dying. You said you'd come from 40 years in the future to stop the end of the world. I guess I was the only one around, so you gave me this and told me to find you and tell you all this, and I've been there. The future, I mean. A bunch of times. And you were right, Mr. Lambert. Everyone's gone.
My God, so it did come to pass. They really did it, those greedy goddamn bastards. I told them this would happen. Wait, I was dying? How?
You said you've been shot. I had to actually find you at the morgue to get this address.
Shot? By whom? No, wait. Don't say anything else. You succeeded in finding me, which means anything you tell me from this point on could alter the course of action that brought you to my doorstep. The less I know, the better. So, you've seen the future. What did you see?
It's like a bad dream, sir. Everyone's gone. Buildings are coming apart. It's all just quiet. What happened, Mr. Lambert?
It is Dr. Lambert. Considering all the effort you just went through to find me, not to mention bearing witness to the horrific outcome of the biggest breakthrough in the history of science, I suppose I owe you some kind of explanation.
Uh-huh.
I was 24 when I got hired by Archon,
Is that okay?
or Athena, as it was called back then.
Sorry for interrupting.
Athena was one of the many weapons R&D companies formed
Yes,
during the
is that
Second
a
World
cat?
War. Unlike other R&D companies that had retooled themselves to pursue peacetime activities after
Yes,
the war,
yes.
Athena had made enough money to continue chasing the next big thing in
Is it a
defense
cat?
technologies. They were betting the farm on post-war Soviet expansion, raising the level of government paranoia to create a lucrative market for esoteric weapons research.
It's like you're not even listening to me. Is that a cat?
I'd say they made the right bet. Still a theoretical physicist at MIT, my thesis on the possibility of time travel via dimensional membranes got published shortly after I was hired in 1961. Company heads were so impressed, they gave me a team and a budget. Development exceeded even my own expectations. And after only 6 years, we had the first primitive version of the time machine up and running.
With a cat.
Our first successful trials involved sending simple objects into the future with a timed return. But with Archon running out of money, that was all the company bigwigs needed to secure a big fat contract with the Department of Defense. Apparently, we had sold them on the idea that the technology could be used to go back in time and strangle communism in its cradle. The reality, of course, was that it couldn't. Due to the laws of causality, you can't travel back in time beyond the point where time travel was invented. And sooner or later, we had to explain that to our benefactors. When they started pushing for progress reports, Archon management had to come clean, but instead chose to ease government concerns by claiming the technology could be used to bring back advanced weapons from the future. But this, too, was a lie. At this point, we'd already had our first of many human trials, and we knew there would be no weapons. In fact, our results were as terrifying as they were baffling. Time pilots returned frenzied and confused, raving about empty streets and human remains. At first, we assumed the city had suffered a Soviet attack in the near future and had been evacuated as a result. But as we pushed on further, the terrible reality became clear. Time pilots started returning fatally ill, dying within a day or two from painful convulsions. Some never returned. We lost several pilots, machine prototypes, and other equipment. When the first contamination erupted in the lab, we were completely unprepared, losing 3 lab technicians to what we later identified as an incredibly aggressive airborne virus. Although we weren't equipped to handle biohazards of this magnitude, management insisted we contain and study it. To keep our pilots and the virus alive long enough to study, we co-opted experimental cryotechnology from another project, Lazarus, and established a makeshift virus lab. Once again, the bigwigs managed to spin our setbacks into a success story for the Department of Defense, now claiming that the virus could be cultivated for use as a biological weapon. The team threatened to resign, but outrage was swiftly quenched by promises of massive salary increases and stock options. I didn't take the bribe. I'd witnessed the lethal efficiency of the virus firsthand. I knew there was only one way this was going to end, so I handed in my resignation and set up shop out here. For over a year, I've been working to recreate the technology to bring me back in time and prevent mankind's extinction from ever happening. And now you're here, the harbinger of doom at my doorstep, wearing a boiler suit. Who could have imagined that Judgment Day would begin like any other Monday in May? In any case, unfathomable as it may be that you were able to bring this information to me, knowing is only half the battle. Preventing the outbreak will require more than just your tenacity.
Me? Wait, what?
Yes, I'm afraid I must rely on you one more time. You must go back to Archon and prevent the outbreak.
Sure.
No, that's, I mean, I'm really honored and
I
everything,
already
but...
agreed. Come on, Joe.
Believe me, you're the last person in the world I want to entrust with this, and I mean that quite literally.
Why is everybody,
But by this time tomorrow, the entire city will have succumbed to chaos, panic, and death. You're here now, and you're all I've got.
Wait, but what about you? Can't you fix this, Doc? Don't you have a plan?
I can't go myself, because that would break the law of causality. The only reason you are here to warn me now is because I was there to send you. And the only reason I was there to send you is because I was able to bring my work to fruition here.
But...
We've no time to waste. It's the only way. You told me you found me this morning, correct?
yes, but...
That means I failed to stop it, and the outbreak has already begun. The time pilot for today's trials must have brought the virus back from the future, which then somehow got out of the containment chamber and spread. That pilot is Patient Zero. I need you to destroy the supercomputer system controlling the time machine. All the research data is stored there too. You must destroy it before the time machine departs. I'm reconfiguring your device to send you back 1 day earlier. This should allow you ample time to return to Archon and get inside. On the other shore from here, about 500 yards down the road, is a rest stop. You'll find a van there, fueled and ready to go.
Oh, I already have a ride.
Which won't be there yesterday, you ninny. Now stop interrupting me. One last thing, and I need you to listen carefully because this is very, very important. Make sure you do not meet the earlier version of you.
Why? What will happen?
No one knows for sure. It's one of the conundrums not yet accounted for. There are theories, of course. None of them pleasant. Now, let's get you ready.
Finally, he stops talking because I have so much to say, so I just Give me a break. Okay, 1 second. So, what I just wanted to say is that I realized this is happening during the Cold War, which is why I was so afraid of the Soviets. And then there are a bunch of questions about time travel. So, for example, I meet him now, and he's, I don't know, let's say 40, and then we meet him again in 40 years. And he looks at me and he's like, well, you're the best thing, but he doesn't really know me. But he should, because he met me when he was younger. So that's one of the points in time travel, like, it's really weird. And then the time travel device, I showed him, and he was the one building it. So was he only able to build it because he'd seen it? And he's like, I could do something like this. Because he already saw what he's gonna do in the future. So, and then he says, no, he needs to stay there because he needs to continue research to keep that line of basically things that happen in order. But all the other ones they were just thrown aside. Like, he should have known Joe in the beginning, but he didn't. He only got to know him when he was older, and now he learned to know him when he was younger. But the first time was like, time travel is confusing, is what I'm saying. So anyway, before we go head back, I'm gonna send this video here, and I think we can finish the game in the next episode and save the world from a virus that's spreading through air during this pandemic. I still don't understand how they had so much like research paper on this when it all went down within one day, because in the doctor's office there was like research now about pandemics and stuff, and I'd understand it if it went on for a little bit, but it all went down during one day. But anyway, I think we will save the world. Joe, the world saver. See you then!